reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Running left, Taylor fights through it. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early.
Shit, I've been playing by the rules.
Can take over and get some points on the board. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Yeah, I feel what we can do is in the fourth quarter is all anything go.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
All right, that's cool with me too. All right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in there.
It was light. It was a light hit.
Touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Now that one was the one they should have called.
Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On that last carry, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down and 4, Brissett.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they found a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. They go play action here on first down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
To about the 23.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Brissett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This taken in at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Brissett's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Running right, here's McAllister. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. In motion left goes Cooks. They just get the play off. Now Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead out to 23 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Come up now, 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now.
return. It's Rodgers. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. For this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And this will be a Texans first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Another run with McAllister. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A second down throw for Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On third down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
On first and 10, Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Shit, with Bosa in my face, I'm always miss all the touchdowns.
Second down.
Yeah, but my dude, my dude ain't blocking Bosa.
Brissett now. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brissett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Brissett to throw for it on fourth. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Brissett. That'll be
caught. It's the tight end Howard. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, 36 yards.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted.
Oh, my God. Khalil Mack, bro.
Khalil Mack. It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To the right side, this is Taylor. He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
On third down, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they have the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. How does the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away?
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 8.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Texans.
To throw, Brissett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brissett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, Brissett. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Brissett sets to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Howard. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he is going to lose yardage here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A handoff to McAllister. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Chargers 26, Texans 19.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Well, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're playing well on this side of the ball. They're playing well on the other side of the ball. It's been a nice, methodical comeback for them, hasn't it?
Love the word. And a lot of times you get teams that start to panic a little bit when things haven't gone well. So the use of methodical by you, that just tells you they hung in there. And, hey, if we play better on one side of the ball, if we play better on the other side of the ball, put it all together, and that's where we are now.
Yeah, they're chipping away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brissett.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Brissett. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, Brissett. To Guyton. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. On the handoff, Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. How about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So 2 down, 1 to go, and this number 2 seed definitely looking to part, and now they sit 1 win away from a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, and I know originally they were disappointed not to get the number 1 seed and the bye through to the divisional round. But you